everybody. How are you? Hope you're having a good day. I was just looking at my computer because I have like a thing on there to show the temperature outside. It's 87 degrees still. Well, we're keeping the AC on this entire live. I don't think I can turn it off. If I do, it's going to get hot in here. So I'm sorry about the background noise, but it's still hot outside, which means it's going to get hot inside, and I'm not about that, sweaty life. So how y'all doing? I know it's late. It's really late for some of you. It is 10 o'clock over here. It might be 11 or 12 o'clock where you are. But I just finished up with some work and I thought I would do at least a short retro react. We got some Twitter peeps to go along with that. And I also found something that I was looking for. And I would like to give full credit to Hectic Llama because Hectic Llama had it. So what was Rose Thorn looking for that she found? And again, thank you, Hectic Llama. Remember me telling you guys about how she was on Telegram using another woman's picture, and the picture was of an adult film actress? Found it. Found it. Thank you, Hectic Llama, because Hectic Llama had a short clip of Foodie talking about the Telegram account when Aisha exposed her for being on Telegram, and also showed the picture of the actress in question. So we're going to go over that. Plus, I also found a clip of Foodie also, again, thank you, Hectic Llama, where she was a bit of a wallet thief. Remember back in the day when she was with Salah, she was taking his wallet, always taking his wallet, always taking his money. She seems to have a little bit of a habit of using her little sticky fingers to grab other people's things. So we're going to go over that too and maybe add some stuff to that if y'all are in the mood, if you still got energy. And we got the Twitter peeps. I did see her live today. Lord, it's just getting progressively worse, ain't it? It's just a whole lot of... She just sits on the couch and complains about how sick she is. And she's sinking lower and lower into that couch. Like the live she did today, I can't even do it. Like her head was like this. Her head was literally like this. She's sinking lower and lower into that couch. Soon we're just going to see half a Foodie head when she comes live. She wasn't wearing any pants. Of course she wasn't. She likes to do that. She likes to come on camera without her pants on. Ew. Ew. You're doing a live and you're taking your pants off. Ew. Gross. That means your nice white couch is going to get all messed up. And her head. Seafood. She was literally, I can't even do it. She was doing one of these. I can't even do the angle that she was doing. It was just like, literally like this. I can't sit down the way Foodie can sit down. So how's everybody doing? What's going on? Why y'all up late tonight? What are you watching me for? Should you be in bed? I'm messing with you. It's Friday night. You should be up late. It's the time to be up late. What are you going to do tomorrow? It's Saturday. You can sleep in if you want to. When you're an adult, you can do things like that. It is. It's Friday night. Damn it. So we can be up and we can hang out together, can't we? We're all adults here. We make our own rules. Don't nobody tell us what to do. You are in bed. Nice. Doing it the right way. So that way if you get sleepy, you're already in bed. All right. So we got some Twitter peeps. We got the retro reacts that I hope you guys enjoy. Ooh, Foodie's not going to like that little piece about the Telegram accounts. I'm so glad I found it. Yeah, we can do what we want. Damn it. You were in the pool. The pool water is 89 degrees. Is that still refreshing though? You know what, Bella? If you get too hot, if the pool water is too hot, here's what you do. You get out of the pool while you're still wet and run inside your house that AC will chill you out real quick. Be like, oh, it's cold again. A pool sounds so good right now. Hey, you know what? There's nothing more relaxing than having a pool in the backyard and taking a dip late at night. You can just relax in the water, ain't nobody bothering you. I recommend that. Yeah, we do what we want. So, how about we get into the Twitter peeps, see what's going on? I've been keeping an eye on Twitter, even though I don't really react to Quirky Love Rosie. I see that her boyfriend has come down to visit her, and they've been doing a lot of PDA and a lot of stuff on live. From what I understand, he's mowing her lawn. He deep cleaned the kitchen. Like, she's keeping him busy. But he's there for her. He came to visit her. And where's your man, Foodie? Remy came to visit Rosie. And they're actually spending time together. And he's helping her around the house. So where's your man? What's your man done for you lately? He mowed her lawn. She put him to work. And he's doing it. Yeah, Chantal is shook. She could never have a man just come to visit her and then help around the house. That's just a life she does not know about. So we got some stuff. How about we just jump into it? There's not a lot of stuff to go over. Foodie was boring as hell tonight, but we'll go over the stuff there is. It's time for the Twitter peeps. All right, so let me just switch on over to the Twitter. Alrighty then. Okay. Where am I? Okay. All of you people on Twitter, you want to find me there? This is how you do it. My handle is Wild Girl Sarah. Those of you not on Twitter, I do the peeps so y'all can see what's going on. And you ain't got to go on the Bird app. I'll do all the running around, searching, finding stuff, and bring it here during my lives. And you guys can keep up with all the stuff. Speaking of Rosie and Remy, Tat Von B says, these two look happy. Am I wrong? The one at the end, though. So, yeah, they're having fun together. Happy, 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 miserable. Miserable. One thing does not look like the other. Something's different. Something is different here. Two people that care about each other, having fun, doing stuff. Look at this. Look at all this. Happy, happy couple. And then there's her. There's Foodie. Hey, Foodie. I bet Rosie didn't have to spend $9,000 to get Remy to come see her. Woof, 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 woof. Remy came to see Rosie for free. He's there right now. Where's your man at? Yeah, Foodie don't need no Chad. Hey, Cookie. So, poor Chantal. She doesn't know this life. She will never know this life. Oh, look at that. Remy buys Rosie stuff too. What? What is this? One of the partners of the girls actually bought them something? What is this nonsense? The pattern has been broken. Usually it's the girls buying their partner's stuff. You mean a partner actually bought one of a girl's stuff? This is outrageous. This doesn't fit the pattern at all. Foodie over there, miserable. Yeah, Foodie wants a farm. Well, it's appropriate. She is an animal. And she'd fit right in on a farm. Yeah, with his own money. I don't have any pearls, but if I had some, I'd clutch them right now. Somebody get me some pearls so I can hold on to them. I'll just hold on to my shirt. I'm holding on to my shirt. I'm holding on to it. I can't believe it. It's an insult to animals. That's true. Animals are a lot cleaner and a lot more decent than Chantal. And lots of PDA. Yeah, I love that the moves for her. But look at this foodie. A happy couple. Having fun. You can tell that the happiness is not forced, not fake. They're enjoying themselves. In public even. Can you believe it? They went out in public together. Foodie could never imagine that. Going out in public with a man and them having fun with her. But Rosie's doing it. Can you imagine, Foodie? As it says, Foodie Beauty is afraid of being stopped by the police again with no good excuse. Also, someone reported Foodie riding the scooter on the road. Did they? Did somebody do that? Did they report Chantal? To be fair, though, Chantal, you should not be in the road with a scooter. You're going to cause an accident. It's a miracle it hasn't happened yet. You should not be in the road with that doggone scooter. Ma'am, someone's going to crash into you. Stay out of the road. Be on the sidewalk where you belong. Okay, positive PR. Full credit to positive PR. They did a little video where Foodie Beauty was catfishing her Spanish lover for 2 years. This big old liar. I'm hotter than 90% of everybody. Okay, so why are you catfishing people? I think that's the theme of tonight's retro. Examples of you catfishing people, lying to people, misrepresenting yourself. Here's an example right here. Courtesy of positive PR. Let's listen.
I don't want to talk about my ex-lovers with Phoebe. I know I have passed, but it just kind of feels weird a little bit. I don't know what he's thinking, you know? The story about my Spanish lover. His name was Angelo, and he was from New Jersey. And I'm going to start off by saying this happened when internet chat was kind of new. You know what I mean? Like we were using AOL chat, and I was a lonely teenager. I was 16.
Okay, I think she's told this story before. So she was on AOL. Damn, taking me back. AOL. There was AOL, and then the popular thing was Yahoo Messenger, and it just went from there. Everybody had Yahoo Messenger. I had Yahoo Messenger. What do y'all think I learned how to type really fast from Yahoo Messenger? All those DMs going back and forth.
And I decided to go online and chat with people. I don't remember what kind of chat room if it was a singles chat room or what. This guy, NJ guy, like New Jersey guy or something, I can't remember his name.
Hold on a second though. I need to go back because there's a couple of things I need to find out.
He was from New Jersey, and I'm going to start off by saying this happened when internet chat was kind of new. You know what I mean? Like we were using AOL chat, and I was a lonely teenager. I was 16, and I just...
Okay, so you're underage, bitch. You were underage. All up in the singles chat rooms as a 16-year-old. Shame, shame. You're going to get somebody in trouble.
Decided to go online and chat with people. I don't remember what kind of chat room if it was a singles chat room or what. This guy, NJ guy, like New Jersey guy or something, I can't remember his name, popped up. We got to talking, we got really close. I think I lied to him about my age. I'm pretty sure I did. I don't remember what I told him, but I lied.
See, people like this are dangerous. Like you get these, you're underage, you're going into a chat room. Hey, Gucci, you're 16 and you're lying about your age. Man, that should not be happening. Sit there and go into a chat room and you tell people that you're of legal age when you're underage. That can get somebody in trouble. Trouble. No, ma'am, you shouldn't be doing that. But she lied about her age.
Him off the bat, which is wrong. You shouldn't do this. I learned my lesson through this, definitely. We started a relationship. We became really close. I fell in love with this guy, as far as I know.
As far as you know. So you're in a chat room. You've never seen the guy. He's never seen you. You guys have never met each other, but you're going to fall in love. Were you falling in love below the waist? I think you were. You fell in love below the waist.
Very insecure back then. I thought, I'm online. I can be whoever I want to be, you know? We were talking about celebrities we find attractive. His favorite, he said, was Mandy Moore. So I was like, Mandy Moore. Okay, she is pretty. She was big back then, you know? I described myself as looking kind of like her.
This bitch. So she's talking to a guy, and he mentions that he thinks that Mandy Moore is very attractive. So, of course, Chantal has to say, well, I kind of look like her. I beg your pardon. You look like Mandy Moore where? Dead ass, I'm looking at you. You don't look like Mandy Moore. Not even close. Mike. I love you, Mike. I love it when you come in here, Mike. You're awesome. Start reacting, damn it. We need you back. Give it a thought anyway. Or I could put you on a panel here, whatever you want. I just want to hear you laugh again. It brightens my day. Can't help it. But let's go back. You look like who? Who do you look like, Foodie?
I don't remember what I told him, but I lied to him off the bat, which is wrong. You shouldn't do this. I learned my lesson through this, definitely. We started a relationship. We became really close. I fell in love with this guy, as far as I know. I was very insecure back then. I thought, I'm online. I can be whoever I want to be.
You were insecure back then, and you're insecure now. Because if you weren't insecure, why do you work so hard to hide who you really are? With the filters and the clothes, and now you started something new where you're like, I can't do what Foodie does. Like, you know, like you only see half her head anymore. She's sinking further and further into that couch. Anybody ever see like the memes in the picture of like half a person's head off the side of a fence? That's going to be Foodie. Give it another month. We're just going to see half her head. We're not even going to see her mouth anymore. We're just going to see like her eyes. And that's it. Be like, where's Foodie? Like, where is she on the screen right now? Because we're just going to see half her head. She's sinking into that couch.
You know, we were talking about celebrities we find attractive. His favorite, he said, was Mandy Moore. So I was like, Mandy Moore. Okay, she is pretty. She was big back then, you know? I described myself as looking kind of like her. I said I had blondish hair. I was thin, tall. I wasn't. Duh. Surprise! So he just...
No, she said she was tall and thin with blonde hair. Well, that definitely is not you.
Described himself, whatever, I don't even remember. We never saw a picture of each other. This whole relationship, never. He would ask for pictures of me, and I would, I don't know, just find some excuse, or I'd send him like a blurry picture of someone else.
So the two of you never saw pictures of each other, and you had a whole ass relationship and you were falling in love. What? How can you fall in love and have a relationship and really not see who each other is? That's kind of crazy to me.
Total fucking liar, I know. He did the same to me. I asked him for a picture once, and he sent me a picture of like, it was so blurry, I couldn't make out what it was. And he did that first, so it's not like he was doing it because I did it. So he must have been hiding something too. So I fell completely for this guy, called him my angel. He even let me talk to his mom. Like, it got serious. I went away to this Katimavik program where we were traveling around Canada. I remember telling him I was going on a trip to New York to visit my grandpa when he lived in New York. And he was like, oh my God, you're going to be so close. Come visit me. I just couldn't do it. Like, he's going to know I'm lying. The local typical part of.
So you were basically going into the group home, but you lied again. You were going into the group home, Katimovic, but you lied and said, oh, I'm going to go stay with my grandpa. Why the F you lying? You know, you always lying. And that's something you didn't have to lie about. But you chose to lie when you didn't have to.
He was like, you'll have time to lose weight and become who you say you are. When I look back, I'm so mad at myself because you know what? Like, why was I insecure? Why didn't I just be myself? I would have met somebody who liked me for me. It just makes me mad that I felt that bad about myself, that I wasn't like perfect, blonde, petite, whatever, that I had to lie. You know what I mean? And a lot of people do that. Even to this day, we're average troll, probably in the same situation. They use someone else's picture or they're not truthful about how they look. It's because they hate themselves. And that's exactly what I was going through.
Say that again? Oh, I'm blowing this up. Here we go. Say that one more time, Foodie.
About myself, that I wasn't like perfect, blonde, petite, whatever, that I had to lie. You know what I mean? And a lot of people do that. Even to this day, we're average troll, probably in the same situation. They use someone else's picture or they're not truthful about how they look. It's because they hate themselves. And that's exactly what I was going through.
And that's what you're still going through. Because you hide yourself always with the clothes and the filters. Even you doing YouTube, you're not using your real name. You're not being your real self. You've got different personas for different situations and different people. AI in pictures. See, that's the rub. If you're someone and you get online or you're talking to people and you are nothing like what you say you are, you back yourself into a corner. Because if you're catfishing and you're talking to somebody and you're lying and you're misleading them and they start catching feelings and you start catching feelings, then you're in a corner of, if I want things to go further, I have to confess the truth. But if I confess the truth, then that also means I'm confessing that I'm a liar. And that's where things are starting. I'm confessing that I'm a liar and that I will lie. Hence the reason why you should never catfish.
So he was disappointed that I wouldn't see him and we got into a fight. Then I moved away for 7 months and went to this Katimovic thing. And every single day, I talked to him on the phone. Every single day he would call me and we would stay up late talking on the phone. He got on people's nerves. This one boarding family I was staying with during my time away, he would like yell at me for being on the phone so much. Like, lo, c'est assez, lo. Whoa, okay. I felt really bad. So he's like, I want to see you. And while I was in Katimovic, I sent him a big Valentine's Day box. I went and bought a teddy bear and all these other.
And you know what? I think people who catfish absolutely suck. Because you're taking up somebody's time and attention with a lie. If there's someone they want a relationship or they're looking for somebody for real to get serious with, you're over there fucking lying and wasting their time and getting their feelings all caught up when you really shouldn't be doing that. Like, if you want attention, you want attention. But you're fucking with somebody's emotions and you're fucking with somebody's mind, and that's not nice. That really, really sucks.
Cute things, and I sent it to him. We were serious. This online relationship went on for like probably 2 years. Apparently he had a really good job and he would offer all the time. He'd be like, I'm gonna get a plane ticket, I'm gonna come see you. And I did this twice where I said yes because I thought, you know, it gives me enough time. I'm gonna lose weight. He's gonna like me when he sees me. And I canceled on him. He bought the ticket twice and I actually canceled on him twice. I feel like shit for doing that to him. Poor guy. The last time I canceled on him, it got us in a big fight. He wouldn't talk to me like for the longest time. I had to keep calling him, begging for him to talk to me. You know, I'd say, I'm so sorry. So
shut up, Foodie, shut up. Y'all didn't catch that part. I barely caught that part. So she just said this guy was so caught up in her that he got her some plane tickets. He really wanted to see her and she canceled on him twice. So this guy actually spent money on plane tickets. She didn't cut it off when she needed to cut it off. She just kept the light going, and he went so far as to buy plane tickets because he wanted to see her. So she's over there as a minor talking to somebody of legal age. They think they're talking to somebody of legal age, and they're going so far as to buy her a fucking plane ticket.
you. And I did this twice where I said yes because I thought, the ship went on for like probably 2 years. Apparently he had a really good job. And he would offer all the time. He'd be like, I'm going to get a plane ticket. I'm going to come see you. And I did this twice where I said yes because I thought, it gives me enough time. I'm going to lose weight. He's going to like me when he sees me. And I canceled on him. He bought the ticket twice and I actually canceled on him twice. I feel like shit.
So he bought the ticket twice. Not once, twice. She canceled on him twice. Like, how much money does this guy spend on these plane tickets? And she knew she was a minor, that she shouldn't have been talking to this guy who was older, just wasting his time. She knew there was no possible way to be with this guy if she was a minor. Hey, Alley Cat. Why do we care about him now? Why do we care about him? Because you know what? I just hate people like Foodie who are dishonest and lead people on. It's not nice. There are people in the world, they just want to find love. They want to find a partner. And then they run into bitches like her. And then you know what happens? The next person that they encounter, they got their guard up. They give that person attitude. That new person's got a wall they have to go through to love that person. It's because of bitches like her. Because of the nonsense they do.
For doing that to him, poor guy. The last time I canceled on him, it got us in a big fight. He wouldn't talk to me, like for the longest time. I had to keep calling and begging for him to talk to me. I'd say, I'm so sorry. So after time, he would eventually forgive me. And we were saying, I love you. Like, it was intense, but I knew I had this secret. Like, I was lying to him. But the thought of losing him scared me. The way he talked was so sexy. I think he was from Ecuador. So I totally catfished him. So one day he was just like, I think he just put 2 and 2 together. We were on the phone. I was back home at this point. And he was like, you know what? He's like, I think you're overweight. I think you're fat. Out of the blue. I'm like, well, why do you say that? And he listed all the reasons. Like, took him 2 years to figure it out. I'm like, I'm not. So finally I admitted it. And he totally stopped talking to me. Just like that. For 2 years, were you not in love with the person that you were talking to? But the thing is, of course.
See, this is what Foodie does. She gets with a guy. She lies to them. She leads them on. And she thinks, if I just keep him around long enough, if I keep talking to him long enough, then even if he's not attracted to a big girl, somehow I can make the attraction happen. Like, she just thinks, even if I'm not your type, somehow I can be your type. Like, you're not going to notice the weight. It's not going to be that big of a deal. I can just talk my way into your heart somehow. Yeah, it's not how it works.
I was lying to him. Like, that's the thing with catfishing. There's 2 sides. And I mean, catfishing is never okay to do, but at the same time, it allows you to be somebody or not. And what's so wrong with that is that I should have just been okay with who I was. It took me a long time to just be okay with who I was. What's ironic about all that is that back then I wasn't even that big. But because society is constantly throwing it in your face that there's a certain standard.
First of all, ma'am, regardless of weight, you were a minor. Okay? You were a minor in a chat room talking to older men. This is a no-no. You can't be talking like that with older men, ma'am. No. You can mess up a guy's life doing that shit. What if you had gone so far as to send sexy pictures to this man? You could ruin his life over that shit. With your lies. You can ruin somebody's life for a while doing that. That's why you shouldn't do it. So forget about the weight. You were a minor going into a chat room talking to a man who is clearly older than you. You were telling him a bunch of lies for 2 freaking years. And if you're starting things out on a lie, it never ends well, ever. People do not like liars.
of beauty, and we're all afraid to be who we want to be. I was just afraid, especially at 16, you know? And we just got so involved, I just couldn't tell him the truth. So I was like, really? You're not even gonna at least wait to see what I look like? It's just like, she's fat, never mind. For all I know, he could have been overweight. He could have been ugly. Like, who knows, you know? Like, I'm not shallow like that. I think he was just betrayed and hurt that I lied to him. And this whole time, he was in love with the idea. You know what I mean? The idea of me. I was like, sorry, buddy, you're not getting any Mandy Moore. So that was my lover. I might say lover because, I mean, it was a 2-year thing and it was intense. I don't really have a lot of time to describe in detail about things, but, you know, it was intense. I never met a girl like you before. Your personality's awesome. Wasn't enough. I wish him all the best. I hope he's finally with his Mandy Moore fucking lookalike today. Whatever. Some people.
You're just saying that because you got rejected. Sour grapes because you got rejected. But you know what? He dodged a bullet. He absolutely dodged a bullet. You were too young. You could have gotten him in trouble.
People are not attracted to overweight people. I get that. But at the same time, it's like you're just evaluating an entire person based on their weight. I don't know. I guess I'm just not like that. So it's hard for me to understand, you know? Like if you ask me, even though I'm overweight, are you attracted to overweight men? My immediate response is not really. You know?
Oh, so you are not attracted to overweight men. Okay, that's your type. So you as a woman, you're saying overweight men are not attractive to me. That's your boundary. I don't like overweight men. But you get offended if somebody else says, I am not attracted to overweight women. Suddenly you got a salty mouth about that. Oh, you don't like bigger women? Then you like what you like. And you don't explore what the person likes before you dive right in. You just lie to a person and assume that they'll like you. You don't explore the truth. You'd rather hide in a lie. And then you get what you get.
No, of course, like I prefer someone in shape or whatever. But at the same time, I think I could fall in love with an overweight person.
So why haven't you? Have we ever seen Foodie with a man who was even slightly overweight? I haven't seen anybody in her life that was slightly overweight. It's always guys that are much smaller than herself. I'm sure there are men out there who are fabulous of a bigger size, but she would never even consider them because she's got a type and she wants her type. Peeps. Yeah, thank you. She wants someone that's in shape for the audacity. Well, she wants to be able to say, I'm a big woman, and look, I still attracted a smaller man. It's about having a trophy. She's talking too fast. Well, this clip is just about over, and we're moving on. All right, so there's another one from Positive PR, and this has to do with Peeps. Little backstory on Peeps for those that don't know about Peeps and their backstory. So thank you, Positive PR.
I realize it's not really a usual thing that I hang out with my ex. I find that weird that people find it weird. I'm not very usual. I like to do things just because other people find it weird. I like to be contrary. And that's how I ended up dating Pete, actually. I met him in a writer's class in high school, and he was bullied, he was picked on, he just seemed to ignore it, but it really got to me, and I thought, you know, the fact that all the popular kids didn't like him, I'm like, well, he's probably cool, because
she lying. It's true that he was picked on, but the part that she's leaving out is that she was part of the crowd that was picking on Pete's. She was bullying Pete behind the scenes with her friends, calling him names. She bullied him. Even to this day, she still kind of bullies him. The name Pete comes from the name Pizza Face that he was given in high school because he had a lot of acne. So she's acting very sympathetic here of like, he was bullied in high school, and yet, even though his name is Jamie, to this day, you still call him Pete, even though you shouldn't, because Pete's is a shorter version of a bullied name that he was called while he was in high school. But go ahead, Foodie.
Honestly, the popular kids that were mean in high school were very dull. They were just pretty much people I wouldn't want to hang out with. I made friends with him. I chatted it up with him, and he just turned out to be really cool. I ended up falling in love with his personality, and he's a very, very smart guy, and he has a good sense of humor. We became really good friends at some point. I don't know if it was out of convenience, but we ended up rooming together, and no matter who I dated in between being with him, I ended up always thinking about him and realizing that I was in love with him. So we hooked up. We were together for like 7 years. I was definitely in love with him at some point. I don't know if it was just one day I realized. I think it was declining a bit over time, but I just kind of ignored the signs out of convenience, and the thought didn't even want to enter into my mind because I did love this person as a person, and the last thing I wanted to do was hurt him. I still have a lot of guilt with that to this day. I still really feel really bad because he's still not with somebody. I know he's lonely and do like spending time with him.
So basically she's confessing to, I got with this guy and I fucked him up. I found this guy in high school. We started dating. I was a complete asshole to him. I cheated on him. I lied to him. I hurt him, and I fucked him up. And I know I fucked him up. And so I'm just hanging out with him too because I feel guilty about what I did. No. Now, I'll tell you what the fuck happened. You found Pete's in high school. You have a more dominant personality, and you knew you could dominate him because he had no self-esteem, and you hang on to him because it's convenient. Am I close? I think I'm close.
Because I didn't have romantic love for him anymore to completely get rid of this person. He's a wonderful soul. He's a wonderful person, and to not have him as a person in my life anymore just because I don't want to shag him anymore would just seem really tragic. So that is why I am still in touch with him, that I am still good friends with him. BB is
You've never been a good friend, first of all, bitch. You're not a friend to anybody. You just keep him around to use him. He's just a resource of whatever he can provide for you, whether it's money or companionship or an alibi if you decide to lie to people and disappear. You've used Pete's in so many different ways over the years, and you've not felt bad for any of it. You put him in debt. You ruined his credit. All of it. You did all of it.
okay with that. He doesn't mind. He is sort of a jealous person, but he doesn't express it. He's very mature. Right from the get-go, I told him before we started dating, I said, I'm still really good friends with my ex. I hope you can respect that. He has girlfriends that are really nice that we do things with. I used to be really jealous and insecure, but I've learned to just go with the flow. I'm still in love with BB. I'm assuming he's still in love.
She's a lying hoe. We're really good friends. We just go with the flow. Stop it. Stop it. When the two of you lived at the villa, even though his name was on the lease and not yours, you forbade him from bringing girls to the house. The audacity of you. Your name wasn't on the lease, and you were telling Pete, your roommate, that he could not bring women to the house. And I also remember when you were doing live streams with him, after badgering him for a long time, hey, quit your job and do YouTube with me. When you brought him on your YouTube channel and made him part of your live streams and girls were trying to chat him up, you would get jealous. You would get mad jealous of women saying hi to him. You were such a control freak. Girls weren't allowed to talk to him. They just weren't. So the two of you were in the villa together. His name was on the lease. He wasn't allowed to bring women over, but you could bring Natter's ass all up in there. Trash. So you're living with a guy who is your ex, and you're bringing that guy in your bedroom, doing stuff with him in your bedroom, knowing that Pete still had feelings for you. Trash. Absolute fucking trash. You're trash.
With me, we just don't like to put our relationship public. I'm sure you can understand why. If something happens in the future, I'm just gonna go with the flow. I'm just gonna ride the wave. I'm more miserable if I cry over spilled milk. Whenever I realized and admitted to myself that that's what happened with Pete, I was heartbroken that I had to break his heart. I'll never forget doing.
No, you weren't heartbroken. You were with Pete. You cheated on him repeatedly. And Pete, because he loved you so much, he was so attached to you, he said to you, I don't care who you sleep with, just don't leave me. And you left him anyway. You didn't even do it the right way. You didn't even sit down with him and saying, Pete, we need to talk. I'd like to break up with you. He woke up to you just packing your shit and leaving. That's how he found out the two of you were breaking up. You were leaving him to go be with BB. And while you were with BB, you were still taking money from Pete's. And then after BB told you to get the fuck out, you ran back to Pete's because you had nowhere to go because of your bankruptcies. And like an idiot, he agreed when he should have told you to F off and left your ass alone.
That it was so hard. I was like, I'm not in love with you anymore, and I'm in love with someone else. Many times Pete would tell me, maybe he sensed it was coming, but he said, even if you don't love me anymore and you wanted to see someone else, I would be totally cool with that.
See, there it is. There it is. She just said it. He felt that she was still like a run around, play around. And he said, if you want to see other people, you can. Meaning, if you want to go mess around with people, you want to go spread your legs for others, I don't care. Just don't leave. He loved her so much that he's just like, whatever it takes to hold on to her. She can go run around and play around. I just don't want her in my life. And she still left.
I would be cool with you having different lovers to make you happy. And I just felt like I can't be in a relationship with someone I'm not in love with. And I don't think BB would like that. I definitely learned from that. It's always better to be honest. It just feels better to just be honest about things, about how you're feeling, regardless of how people are going to react. That's what I'm really trying hard to implement in my life. I did admit to him that I was talking with BB and I was in love with him and I was going to be with him. That's the story. Not like I'm anticipating breaking up with BB, but like no matter who I'm with in life, they have to be okay with me being friends with him because he is a special person in my life. We have a lot of fun together, but there's not ever a time where I feel sexually attracted to him or where I feel that there's any love that could be rekindled. I don't feel that at all. When I'm with him, it's hard to believe that we were ever in such a loving relationship for 7 years. I definitely love Pete as a person. Pete is his nickname. His real name is Jamie. I definitely love him as a person. And
you love him as a person. Well, if you love him as a person, why did you hurt him so severely, so viciously, over and over again? If you loved him as a person, if you wanted to go be with Salah, why didn't you do it the right way? Why didn't you sit down with Pete months in advance and say, you know what, Pete? I found this guy in the Middle East and I want to go be with him. And I'm letting you know way in advance so that you can go out and get a job again, start building up some money, start stacking it up, maybe go out and get some exposure therapy so that when you left, he'd be ready. Not you sprung it on him. You didn't do it the right way. This person that you've known since high school, you didn't prepare him for just up and leaving and going to Kuwait. Not you just decided to do what you wanted to do.
And I don't think that will ever stop because he's a really dear friend of mine. I think that this whole breakup was a good thing. We are very good friends. There's nothing more to it.
Hi Hi, Pete.
Hi.
We just came from the Jukebox Burger because I wanted to see Pete. I want to tell them about your news, Pete.
Gonna be moving. I don't know if I'm moving to Kitchener or if I'm gonna hold off and try to find somewhere in Ottawa.
He got a job offer in Waterloo, right?
Yep.
Kitchener, whatever. You say Kitchener, but it's Waterloo.
Yeah, Kitchener, Waterloo.
Oh, okay. He might be moving like 5 hours away from me. I wanted to try Jukebox Burger. Was featured on the Food Network on the show You Gotta Eat Here. The food looked better than it tasted. It was so disappointing.
The burger was adequate. It was a burger. It was fine.
So that's it, right?
Yep.
Keep looking at myself. Does that make me a vain person?
Yes. You're so vain you probably think this comment is about you.
Well, it is. So I guess that's it for now. Hi, Pete.
Hi. Hi, Tess.
So are you prepared to be scared?
Meh.
You believe in ghosts?
It was so sad. He was just so happy to get out of the house and spend time with her. He used to really be excited to spend time with Chantal. You know, it's not that way anymore, but it used to be that way. Like she would just come back and he would just be so happy to spend time with her.
Not really.
Not at all?
Not particularly, now.
So the place we're going, it's called Ghost Hill. It's in Lesqueville, Quebec. I don't know, it's really weird. There's like some really creepy stuff going on. So I think we're gonna go check it out. How about that?
All right.
If anything bad happens to us, well, I guess I wouldn't be uploading this video, right? If anything bad happens.
Unless it's uploaded from beyond the grave.
That's true.
Somebody finds the phone and uploads it.
But first we need to go get comics. All right, guys, soon. Bye.
Bye.
I'm looking for like an abandoned church or something. Pete's is the cameraman right now. There's
arrived.
No.
Huh? What's that? Hold on a minute.
Right. And one. And
Okay, I just wanted that one front part, not the other. Doc Remy LeBeau says, there it is. The same dress she wore to the movies yesterday in the rain and got drenched. Yes, she hasn't changed her clothes. Wearing the same things. She hasn't changed her clothes yet. I'm not watching them slurp spaghetti. We're done with that portion, Alley Cat. I just wanted to get her thoughts on Pete's and the whole relationship situation. Doc Remy LeBeau says, numbers check, and she's almost to the 1 hour mark. I think she was around 270 early on, and people are quickly losing interest. Yeah. I was in Kiwi Kitten's chat, and Kiwi Kitten had 300 plus people. She had more than Foodie. And I think that's great. Another interesting moment from her live today, courtesy of Sassy Cat, Foodie Beauty. Look, her clothes are inside out. She's wearing her clothes inside out. And I think I know why. Because she told us that she'll turn her clothes inside out for 2 reasons. The first reason is she gets stains on the outside. The second reason, so she can keep wearing it. Like she thinks that if she turns the clothes inside out, she can wear it twice as long. Like allegedly one side gets dirty and then you turn it inside out and then the other side can get dirty. Nah, it's all dirty. How old is she? I don't know. It doesn't make sense. She's got a washer and dryer in her house. And even if she didn't, she can hand wash stuff and hang it up to dry. Like, yeah, no. What was that word that Neo Tarot used? Rank? Yeah, she's rank. You're wearing clothes like 4 or 5 days in a row. You're rank. Doc Remy LeBeau says, I literally kept thinking that it seemed like she was trying to hide below her camera. I knew it, so let's see.
I thought I can hide a lot with this camera angle, but I guess not.
I guess not. Well, there's a lot to hide, so don't blame it on the camera and don't blame it on the couch. There's only so much they can do for you, Foodie. You're asking a lot from them.
I thought I can hide a lot with this camera angle, but I guess not.
I guess not. Yup Yup says, Foodie Beauty said, I just want a bees. This is what beesing has done, Foodie. A silly word that promotes a toxic, addiction fueled, and dysfunctionally destructive lifestyle that can unalive people. Stop the beesing from spreading is exactly why the reactors exist. Thank you. This is what happens when you bees too much. Holy moly, macaroni and cheese. Well, that looks like a candidate for couch for Chantal if I ever did see one. Bingo, where are you? Goose, this might be added to your collection right here. I think you might be interested in this picture. Holy moly, macaroni and cheese. That's a whole lot of woman rolling on by. There she goes. Our Lady of Grace. Doc Remy LeBeau says she's not even been on for 90 minutes and she's already trying to wrap it up. Ryder tried dangling money in front of her. She's promising to stream for a while tomorrow and then a super long one on Sunday for her cat's birthday. So, here we go.
1 more hour. Aw, thank you, Ryder. Maybe keep it if you want, because I don't know if I can stay.
Okay, you know what? I'm just going to say what the obvious is. I think she's been talking to a certain somebody and wanting to hang out with certain somebody. And why do I say that? Because during Crackhead Olympics, whenever she got wrapped around him, she would F off when it came to her streaming. Anybody that's back there during the day, you remember that when she got wrapped around a certain somebody, she wouldn't stream as much. She would make some money, go hang out with a certain someone, and then he would send her back home when she was out of funds, and then lather, rinse, repeat. So I think that she might be interested in a certain somebody and wanting to spend time with him. And so she F's off and she just stops caring about her streaming. But here her bees are Rider on the Storm saying, I'll give you a stomp. Will you stay for 1 more hour? And she's saying, no. No, I don't want you to give me more money to stay on for an hour. I don't want to be on for an hour. I don't even know why they want to give her money to stay on for an hour. Like, why? What are they paying for? But whatever. Mrs. Flupa Booty says he has his 14th court date on the 15th. I guess he's not locked up, but maybe he was ordered to stay offline since both he and his linebackers seem to have been MIA for at least a month. Well, we will see. And I posted about this on my community post. I don't know how many of you guys looked at my community post. Like, back in the day, there was an old commercial for obesity. And it's called like Rewind the Future. And even though it's about somebody else, it could easily apply to Foodie. I just remember that commercial. I thought I'd share that with y'all. It's like a 2-minute commercial, but it's basically about a guy that he ends up in the hospital. He's having a heart attack. And the doctor says, how does this happen? You see his life going backwards of how things got started. And it pretty much describes a lot of what Foodie has described in her life. So y'all go check that out if you want to. Early Game says Foodie Beauty is considering live streaming herself while sleeping because she fears her health issues and weight could cause her to pass away overnight, highlighting growing concerns about her condition. And that's why I went off about this already. So let me get this straight, Foodie. You'll get online and you'll eat a bunch of food. You want people to watch you eat. You want people to send you money to watch you eat. You want them to watch your slow decline, your slow, like physical decline, mental decline, emotional decline. You want everyone to watch that. You want people to pay for that. And then when you get yourself to a place where you're really sick, then you also want them to watch you sleep in case something happens, even though nobody can do anything if something does happen. Kind of sounds like something one of your death fat feeders suggested. They want to see the moment you take your last breath. That is messed up. That is really messed up. That's something that a death fat feeder would want to see. And how are they supposed to know that something is happening to her if she's wearing her CPAP? How would anybody know? If you're wearing a CPAP, how are people supposed to know when you stop breathing? It's impossible. The mask is in the way. Even if somebody were watching you and they noticed you weren't breathing anymore, by the time they got to the phone and made a phone call to 911, by the time paramedics got up to your apartment, it's already too late. It's a done deal. So why would people watching you on a live stream, how would that make a difference? It really, really wouldn't. All right, so that's it for the Twitter peeps. Now let's move on to something interesting. And again, thank you so much, Hectic Llama. I was searching for this. You had it. And this has to do with Foodie, catfishing people. Thank you, radio. Let her realize she can get paid to sleep on Kick. She won't even go live and interact with chat anymore. I'm calling it now. So this is when she had a Telegram account and she swore that it was only used for her and Salah. And yet she was using somebody else's freaking picture. And the picture is going to be shown here. Y'all going to see the doggone picture she was using. So a former Beezer, Aisha, exposed her for being on Telegram and using them fake phony pictures.
That's hectic.
Aisha spreading rumors that you made a telegram with a fake pic. Wow, how Muslim of you, Aisha.
Yep. Immediate attack, but notice she's not denying it. She's not denying it. She's not saying, no, that didn't happen. That's a lie. She's mad, but she's not saying, no, that wasn't me. And y'all just saw a clip, an older clip where she claimed that she catfished a guy for 2 years. She's done this before.
Idiot. Yeah, I saw a comment on like that. Telegram. I don't even use Telegram. Like, I like the only time I use Telegram.
But you wait. No. You just said a second ago, I don't even use Telegram. Then you said the only time I use Telegram. So which is it? Do you use it or don't you? You claimed I've never used it before. Then you follow that up with the only time I use it. So you have used it before. You know how to use it. Rule number 1 and 2.
is so that Salah can send me media files that he will film with his phone and he'll send me the media files. So, whatever. I don't really give a crap what she says.
You know, that was kind of telling. She claims that the only time she used Telegram was for him to send media files. I think it's kind of backwards. I think that she was recording stuff and sending it to people on Telegram. Because you can, you know, film videos and all that and send it to people on Telegram. Was it adult content, Foodie? I bet it was. And I really think it was because you were using someone else's picture, a very sexy picture at that. So if you were on Telegram talking to your husband, why weren't you using your picture? Why were you using somebody else's picture? Kind of feels like you were catfishing the hell out of people. Maybe doing some sexting, I don't know. But you were doing something all up in there.
I have no idea. I don't know Duck Puppet who's using. I have no idea. Actually, that's an old phone number. That.
Oh, confirmed it was her. The way the Telegram works, you have to use your phone number. It's not like Skype or Teams or Snapchat. You got to put your phone number in to use it. You can't. It's not like a regular messenger service where you can just make up a name and like attach it to an email. You got to use your phone number. So what's your phone number?
I was using like 2 phone numbers ago, actually. So, whatever. Hold on a second.
Oh, but I don't use Telegram. But there's a Telegram notification from Aisha. And how would you get that notification unless you have it on your phone currently? If you don't have it downloaded and active, how would you get the notification? Telegram is basically a messenger service. It's similar to Skype or Teams or Snapchat. It's like an app. You can talk to people on the app. So how did she get the notification if the app isn't active on her phone? She's no longer using it. And you know what, Mrs. Peel, she's got to tell. When she's caught, that's what she says. Whatever, I don't care. Because she got caught. Busted. She's been busted and she's got no defense. And so her defense is to say, whatever, I don't care. Because she knows she's been caught.
Babe, so it is true. The wonderful, devout Muslim who likes to preach about everyone else being vile and disgusting was just harassing me on Telegram.
But I thought you said you didn't have Telegram. Right? You just said that. But it's active on your phone. So I guess you do have it.
Yeah, she was messaging me like, tell the truth for once, and then put like skull faces. Like, what are you even doing? Are you drunk? You know drinking is haram, right?
Chicken gravy. If I had like a Gore World, sorry, excuse me. Line of bath bombs.
Did you address the Telegram accounts? It's
Oh, look at that hesitation. The nervousness. She don't even know what to say.
a hater, former Beezer, who apparently stalked me on Telegram, which I don't even use.
That's not true. How can anybody stalk you on Telegram? I've tried using Telegram. It's a bit complicated. I hate it. I tried using it once and I freaking hate it. You got to go through a whole bunch of steps. Kind of hard for someone to stalk. How does somebody stalk you on a messenger app when you can sit there and block them If someone tries to reach out to you and you don't want to talk to them, you can block them. That makes no sense.
I just blocked her. So there's nothing to address. I don't even know what the whole tea is. I don't use Telegram. I use it with Salah only.
That's important. These are the pictures she was using. Those were her profile pictures. You see that one on the left? That one, that particular female, is an adult film actress. When I saw the picture, I saw that it had been cropped. And I'm like, that looks like it came from like an adult page. And I went looking and I found her. I found the actual actress. And I talked about it on my channel. But look at the other two pictures. They're not Chantal. Why is she using other people's pictures, other women's pictures, to talk to her fucking husband? Why not use her picture if she's just talking to Salah? I think you were on Telegram doing some adult stuff, Chantal. Maybe some catfishing some men, maybe making some money. That's what it feels like. You weren't talking to people as you. You were portraying yourself as something else. There it is. She had multiple accounts. Bang. But this one up here in the left, she does adult films. And this one on the right might also do adult films. These feel like OnlyFans pictures. I don't know about the one in the center. Maybe that came from a catalog or something. This middle picture feels like it came from some sort of a catalog or a website for like people selling clothing. But the other two are adult pictures. Yeah, she might be doing some stuff with her camera off. Yeah, the center is different. The same woman? Are you sure? Or hair's in a towel? I can't really tell. But borrowing off of somebody else's identity. Rude. So thank you, Hectic Llama, for posting that. I just wanted to show that to y'all. Catfishing queen over there. Let's see, what else do we have here? Let me get into my playlist so I can bring up another video. And this has to do with Foodie. Okay, stop. There. So now we know that she's a liar. Now let's cover her being a thief. Because not only is she a liar, she's a thief. So let's go back in time to when she was a big thief with Salah. She kept taking his doggone wallet. Wouldn't leave it alone. And she was so proud of herself. Tee-hee, I took your wallet. Great marriage. You're taking stuff from your husband. All right, so we're going to get into that. Kind of a retro reactive sorts. This is courtesy of Hectic Llama. Let's get into it.
It's a bit hectic here.
Oh, music. In late 2024, Chantal started going out by herself in Kuwait, first walking and then driving. And I think that's because Salah was tired of her bugging him late at night to go get food. So he's just like, here's the keys. Leave me alone. You want some food at 2 a.m.? You go get it yourself. You're up late. I don't want to be up late. I got to go to the red room. I don't want to deal with you. So he just gave her the keys to the T-Mobile and said, take off. Do what you want. This was a big change because for the past 2 years, she's relied on Salah for transportation. Along with these drives, she adopted a strange habit. She takes Salah's entire wallet. I don't know why she took his entire wallet. I think that was to stop him from going out. Like that was her way of making sure he didn't go anywhere. That feels very controlling to me, to take somebody's entire wallet. Okay, just give it a second. I just got to get past the music. All right. We should be good to go.
Okay. How much money do I have left? I feel like a kid. This is
What is she doing? Hey, Radioactive, she would go stalking him sometimes around this time. Like she would go driving and end up at very unusual and specific places. Yeah, I remember like one day when she was just all over the place. For no random reason, she was driving all the way across town looking for him. Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Why is she sniffing it? She sniffs everything. She sniffs her fingers. She sniffs the couch. She sniffs everything. I think she's got a fetish for like smells. She's got some sort of like a stinky smell fetish. She's looking for smells, I think. I do. I think she's got some sort of a sniff fetish. It's weird.
But do you like my wallet? My mom gave me it. My mom's always giving me nice, cute things. Getting your license in Kuwait is pretty hard. It's lucky to have this. You need to have a certain amount of money, and not everyone can get a license. I want a pumpkin cream cold brew. Dawn, because I want to just go out, you know.
No. I'll tell you why she's out with Salah. Salah just gave up. He did. He just gave up. He's like, this. She's obsessed with food. I can't stop her from being obsessed with food. She wants food 24 hours a day, and I'm exhausted. I can't keep up with her appetite. So I'm not even going to try. I'm just going to give her the keys and let her do what she wants, because she's going to do what she wants anyway. It doesn't matter if I go get it or she goes to go get it. She's going to get it. So why am I going to bother myself with trying to stop her? Yeah, she wore him down. Yeah, she's walking. Can you believe it? She's walking here. She don't need no scooter. Walking all by herself.
I was going to say I want to be alone, but that's not the reason. Salah's actually sleeping, so.
Yeah, again, that's why he gave her the keys. She just said it. He's sleeping. Foodie's a night owl. She'll sleep all day and she's up all night. And when I say up all night, I mean till 6 a.m, doing nothing except wanting food and scrolling on her phone. He likes to go to bed and get some sleep in, but he can't do that if she's up and she's bothering him. So that's why he said, here, have the keys. Do what you want. I don't care. Have at it. He just wanted to get some sleep.
Could I get my license? I don't know. I should, eh? But no, I heard they made it more difficult for people to get their license. Here it is, Starbucks.
If you want a license, you either have to, I don't know. It depends if you have a residency or not. If you don't, you could get an international driver's license.
No, she never was a resident of Kuwait, and she never would be a resident of Kuwait, just like she would never be a resident of Syria. Even if she wanted to live in Syria with Salat, she ain't no resident. She never will be. She wasn't born there.
The freedom of morning bees. I snuck out when he's sleeping. Actually, I did. Put his wallet back.
What kind of a marriage is this? This man that you claim to love. Yeah, the kind of marriage that you're going to take your husband's wallet without him knowing. Thief. A loophole one. Well played, Leaky. Well played. You got me there. That makes sense. That's a good answer. This is what a loophole marriage gets you. You're married to somebody that steals from you and they think it's okay. Yeah, she's doing the addict thing, is stealing when you're asleep. I know that dress is horrible, Marina. It looks like a pillowcase. To me, it looks like a doggone pillowcase. Control my jealousy. I will. I'm controlling it. There, see, I controlled it. Is that good? I controlled it. I'm controlling myself over here.
Here. Take some for myself. He won't care.
You know, I keep thinking about Chantal talking about her dad. Remember when she went to go live with dad? What was the first thing that he told Chantal? He said, don't lie to me and don't steal from me. So even back then when she was young, she had a rep for being a thief. And here she is in her 40s, still a thief. She was such a thief that Salah had his own room with a floor doorbell and a missing doorknob, so she couldn't get in, and all of his stuff was locked up. He locked his stuff up because he didn't trust her. She steals from everybody. She stole from Peeps. When she lived at the villa, she actually stole from Pete. She would sneak into his room and take his snacks. His snacks weren't even in the kitchen. He knew what he was living with. he took all of his snacks and put them in his room away from her because he knew how she was. That is so sad that people around you, they know how you are and they hide their stuff from you. They lock it up.
I'm like freaking out. I don't want to be out here by myself. Oh my gosh. I don't know the language. I don't know I know like the basic rules of the road there, but I'm just like, I'm not comfortable. I don't like being out here alone. And I don't like driving here at all. I hate it, actually. Like, I'm just not used to it. I don't know. It's Saturday. Like, I should not be out on a Saturday. Yeah, I'm driving. So I drove to a very busy mall, which was torture, kind of. Okay, I'm at a Hardee's, and it's what I just found, so I pulled over. I don't want to keep this on and my batteries die. Imagine I get stranded. I don't know how this works. Hey, mermaid Kirby's. I'm doing well. Okay, let's go in and get some food. Let's go order. I'm starving. Diet, please.
She just, Saturday night, and she just can't stay home and spend time with her boo thing. All that talk about, I want to be in the Middle East with Salah. And yet she was in the Middle East with Salah and she wasn't staying home with him. Isn't that crazy? I love my husband. I like to spend time with my husband until I get hungry. Then forget about the husband. I'm going to leave his side and go out late at night to go get that food. I doubt Salah was home. Yeah, they spend more time apart than they did together. But all of that whining and crying about, I love Salah. I want to go back to him. And yet when she was there, they hardly spent any time together. And when they did, they fought. That was her idea of a happy marriage.
Sorry. This is so saucy. I feel like such a fat ass, but I am on some. Okay, time for ice cream. I came here with my friend, actually, and she went to get the stuff, but I don't...
What friend? What friend? What friend is this that you speak of? How is it you put everybody on camera and you make a friend and we don't see the friend? Who's this friend? When do you go out to make a friend? So you'll go out to a mall, you'll put strangers on camera that don't want to be put on camera. You'll film children. You go to petting zoos and film everything there, but suddenly you make a friend and we don't know who that person is. Yeah, imaginary friend. Oh, wait, you know what, Megan? I got it. Her friend is me, myself, and I. Those are her friends. But I guess they don't count.
I don't know. Should I just go in and like order? I don't know what restaurant this is.
Oops. Uh-oh. Oh, you went out for some coffee and the card got declined. Ruh-roh. Well, that'll teach you to go into other people's wallets and take their cards out without their permission. That'll teach you. Yeah, there she goes saying, actually, I'll just pay cash. Well, why did you do that to begin with? Oh, that's right. Because you didn't want to spend your money. You want to spend somebody else's money. So you got money in your pocket, your money, but you don't want to spend that. You want to spend his first. Scammer. You can have the change. Oh, how generous are you?
Anyways, I wanted to go out because I didn't want to be like stuck in the house, in the bedroom or whatever, because, you know, Salah has some, quite a few male visitors. He's having like a dia one at his house. So
why can't you be there if you guys are married? Were you guys sneaking around? What? You can't stay in the other room and stay out of sight? Why can't you be there? What's up with that?
you know, what are you getting to eat on this lovely day? Probably KFC or Hardee's, I'm not sure.
You know what's really weird? I'm just sitting here thinking about it. When she and Salah went to go see Allah and his wife, and Allah and his wife, they're a married couple. There were pictures of everybody in the living room. So why couldn't Chantal be at the house when he had visitors? If Allah and his wife were a married couple and they could have people, men and women mixing together, why couldn't she and Salah do it? That's just weird.
I like the cheese fries from KFC. And Hardee's has good Santa Fe sauce. And then maybe we'll go for a walk at the beach or something. First time.
Yeah, there's her wallet.
I can buy myself McDonald's. Chase a dog in the sand. Actually, I didn't buy myself McDonald's. Babe, I stole some dinars.
Look how happy she is. Babe, I stole some money from you, with a big smile on her face. Tee hee, this is so cute. No, it ain't cute. Why are you taking his money?
I stole some dinars for dinner. Dinars. Okay, pay here. Oh my gosh, this curb here. What's going on? Where's my wallet? I took his wallet.
So that wasn't the only time she took the wallet. It happened several more times. And she'd always talk to him and say, I took your wallet, with a smile on her face. Not saying, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have done that. It's not nice to take things from people. But she thinks that by smiling and acting very cutesy, that gets her out of trouble.
Let's see how much dinars. I didn't check because I usually just use his card. But you think he'll notice? No, I'm on live. Obviously, people are going to message him. Your wife stole your money. I took his wallet. I just took his whole wallet.
Why?
I never use my bank card here, ever. Wallet stealer. I'm showing off the dinars. Okay. Babe, I stole your wallet, by the way. Again. Sweet.
Wait, who came at you, Alley Cat? And are you sure it was Chantal? That sounds like a Chantal thing to do, but it could have been her or it could have been somebody around her. Because there's other people around her that like to troll, like Sheila. It sure was her. Because there are beezers that act like her or want us to believe that they are her. Sheila, looking at you. It wouldn't surprise me, though.
Love! Where did your wallet go? Oh my gosh. There it is. Sneaky walker thief? A wallet thief, yeah. Nay, I have your wallet, babe. She ripped me off. Babe, you make me laugh. Did you steal the wallet? Yep. It's just easier that way.
What's easier?
Because there's cash and cards in there. Just take the whole thing.
No. You could have gone to his wallet, taken the cash and the cards, and left the wallet behind. Who is Sheila? Should we tell you? Okay. Brief backstory. I'll give you the Reader's Digest version. Sheila is someone that supported Chantal for a little bit, trying really hard to get Chantal's attention. Went into Chantal's chat and wanted to be a mod, was rejected being a mod, was going around to all the reaction channels chat, acting like a dick. Came over here quite a few times. Every time I went live, Sheila was here. But swore that she was going to make a documentary about Chantal, bashing the reactors. And then allegedly, Chantal ripped off Sheila. Chantal took $2,000 of Sheila's money, and Sheila hasn't been seen since. So that's the Reader's Digest version of Sheila.
Oh, he's at home right now anyways. But if he's not at home, then no, I don't take his whole wallet.
Fufu Egg said you also lost 15 minutes on the treadmill for sneaking away his wallet. I agree with that, and you have to do it.
Yeah, I will.
Sooner or later.
Yeah, I will. With my music.
Yeah. Babe, you showed him the frog chocolate?
No. I ate it.
I want to keep one just to show them the video on the live. And then she ate it. Then why you took it?
Like she was into taking his wallet, taking his money. He would have food in the freezer, his ice creams or whatnot. She would eat those too. She just felt entitled to everything. Like he couldn't keep food in the fridge without her munching on it.
Yeah, sorry, babe. I think I kept the wrapper though somewhere. Why did you out me?
So you ate my chocolate, my ice cream, you stole my sunglasses, my black wallet, my car key. Maybe you're gonna steal me one day. What the F?
I already stole you. Get a safe. Imagine instead of
Safety box. Yeah.
like a safe like at the hotel.
So he just went through, he just outed her. He just said, you took my chocolate, you took my ice cream, you stole my sunglasses, you took my wallet. Like she got sticky fingers over there. No, not ass cream, Inferno. Ice cream. Ass cream. Not the ass cream. Maybe he needed ass cream when he got burned by Girl World. He had them 3rd-degree burns on his cheeks. Needed some relief from that.
My car key. Maybe you're gonna steal me one day. What the F?
I already stole you. Get a safe. Imagine instead of
Safety box. Yeah,
like a safe like at the hotel. Put your wallet, put your snacks.
It shouldn't have to be that way, though, when you're married to somebody. You shouldn't have to hide all your shit. If you're living with somebody you should be able to trust, they will keep their hands off your shit unless they ask permission. But not Chantal. She's just like, I'm going to test the boundaries and I'm going to take your stuff and I'm going to steal your stuff. And what are you going to do about it? And she treats everybody like that. Her family, Pete, Salah, it don't matter.
Nah, he won't. I stole Pete's M&M's. Remember I asked for some? He's like, I'd rather not. What the fuck? You freaking stingy. And I stole Salah's wallet again. I go, babe, I need your wallet, babe. Salah is good. He's going to be very busy this morning, so it's not a typical job, Strawberries. It's not.
Would it be a stretch to say that I think that she would deliberately wait until he went to bed, and she would wait till really late hours or very, very early in the morning to sneak eat? This feels like sneak eating. Like I'm going to wait until I know you're asleep and then I can do what I want. She did a lot of sneak eating. Like I'm going to wait till no one's watching me and then I'm going to do some sneak eating. I'm going to go out and I'm going to snack my little heart out. And I'm going to be done by the time you wake up. And that way you won't know what's happened. And when you find out, it's already too late. My belly's full of food.
Not like he goes into work 9 to 5 office. He's just busy with some things. He'll be busy pretty soon. I gotta get Salah's wallet. I just keep mine, like my passport, stuff like that. My IDs and stuff, my license.
Oh, that is so trashy. That is so trashy what you just did.
My IDs and stuff, my license.
Trash. Trash. Huh, look at me, I'm fake flexing. Huh, I got money and I got to show it off to people. Trash. Those that have money don't do things like that. Those that want to pretend they have money do things like this. If you got it, you don't need to flaunt it. If you normally don't have it, you will flaunt it because you want everybody to know. Oh, look at me. I'm fending myself with money. Girl, shut up.
Flexing $1. No, I'm kidding. It's 20s. Okay, let's take a flexing. I'm kidding, guys. We are not rich. Babe! Good morning. I said you were.
This question is, hello, Maggie. Does anyone think Chantal can renew her driver's license without her health, physical limitations being assessed? Expect that she'd have to pass a driving retest. Wouldn't be surprised she can't renew her license. Well, isn't part of that like a vision test? Like, don't they test you like to see where your vision is at? Because if that's the case, I don't think she passed that part. I think her vision has declined and she would fail that. So I don't think so.
Busy and can't come with me, but
But I have your wallet. So I guess you can't go anywhere till I come back, huh?
Could she wear glasses? Yeah, but that would mean she'd have to go to an eye doctor and have to go through the process of getting a prescription. Because she's been wearing like reader glasses for the longest, and I don't think that's strong enough. Just a blinking eye test, it's easy. Okay, good to know. Good to know. Oh, hello, Spacey. I could only speak for Quebec, but we get automatic renewal. The onus is on the driver to tell the DMV equivalent of changes. Well, she'll never do that. She'll never fess up if her vision is changed. Ah, hello, Vanessa. Diabetics should get eyes tested twice a year. Well, not Foodie. Not her.
Wallet stealer. I'm like when your husband steals leftovers, I steal. Oh, this lady has a really nice hijab on. 911. No, it's 112 here, isn't it? I'm stealing his wallet because he's paying for things. That's why.
And now I wonder if the reason why he was holding on to all the money is because if she got the money, it would all be gone. So he held on to the money and was paying for things to keep her from spending it all. He was kind of acting as a sort of like a control. Like, if I hold the money, you won't go out and spend every cent on snacks if it's in my wallet. But even that didn't work because she took his wallet.
Thanks, babe, for the hot chocolate, babe. It's a wife's right to steal her husband's wallet. Okay, do I have your wallet? Such a thief. You don't mind, I know. Babe, I stole your wallet again. Babe, do you have enough money on you? I have your wallet. There's the stash of money. The larger bills. Oh, wait. I think I steal all his wallet and everything. Yeah, I think there's the larger bills. Do you want me to come bring you? I'll drive. I can drive and bring you the wallet.
I think she purposely took the wallet and the card and the money to make sure that he didn't leave. She wanted to go out and gallivant around and get her snacks. And this was her controlling ass way of making sure that he didn't leave the house. That he didn't just disappear while she was gone. Great marriage you got, Foodie.
And you just come and grab it? You. Babe? And your car. Yep.
She took everything. She's like, not only am I going to take the car, so you're without the car, but on top of taking the car, I'm going to take your money, your debit card, and your wallet with your ID in it. You ain't going nowhere, Jack. You can just sit at the house and wait for me to come home, because I don't want you disappearing while I'm gone. You ain't going to go sneaking off to no red room without me knowing about it. How is this funny? She thinks it's funny because she's a control freak. This is her exerting her control. I got the car. I got the money. I got the debit card. I got your ID. I got everything. She thinks it's hysterical to control him like this.
Not be serious. Sorry, babe. You're gonna make me cry of laughter. Do you want me to come bring the wallet?
And this is what she loved about Kuwait. He was away from his family. He was just dealing with her. But once she got to Syria, she couldn't act this way. She couldn't isolate him and take away all his shit and keep him alone and away from everybody. The dynamic changed in Syria. She couldn't have as much fun. It wasn't fun for her in Syria the way it was in Kuwait.
Did you find the wallet with the big bills in it? The envelope?
Not Mysterio. Candy, tell me how you really feel. You're holding it all inside. Feel free to express yourself. Like, I feel like you need to let it out more. Just go crazy. Have fun with that.
I don't know why I took the whole wallet, babe. Sorry. I'm hyper. Okay, I'm gonna come bring you the wallet, okay? Babe?
He was mad. Look at his comment. Where's his comment at? Where'd it go? I find it.
Okay, I'm gonna come bring you the wallet, okay? I'm hyper.
So there's his comment saying, I don't know why you steal the whole freaking wallet. Just take 5 KD, for example, and one card. Why everything? Because she don't want you to go nowhere. I mean, she could have taken like $10, $15 out and left everything else. But that's not the point. She doesn't just want the money. She wants the control. She wants to make sure you don't go anywhere. That's why she took the car, the keys, the money, the card, your ID, all of it. Hell, if she could lock you in your room and like shackle you to the bed, she'd do that too. There's a reason and a purpose for the things that she does. It wasn't just about her going out to get snacks. It was, you ain't going nowhere. And I'm going to make sure you don't go anywhere. So I'm taking off all your shit. Yep, and narcs do think it's funny to piss people off. This is her acting like a brat. And brats do love to test boundaries. Like, how much can I do and how much can I get away with? Because it's the getting away with something that gives them the dopamine rush. Like, I'm going to test the boundaries for a minute. I'm going to really go the distance. I'm going to take all the stuff and see what that person's reaction is going to be. And if they let me get away with it, I'll do more later.
Okay, I'm gonna come bring you the wallet, okay? Babe? I have my wallet, but I don't bring it because like I have my I have a digital copy of my license, so
why don't you take some money, put it in your own wallet so that you can have money in your wallet. So if you want to go out and you want to get some food, the money's already there. That way you can keep your little sticky fingers off his wallet.
and I have a picture of my passport. I don't want to lose those things. And you know, I don't use my cards here anyway. Babe, I can go get you McDonald's. Grape jelly. I tried jelly on a McMuffin. Sorry, babe. You stole my wallet, my money, my cards, and my change. No, the change was here, babe. If you are hungry, you don't have to eat. No, but I could get like something from a bakery for later as a treat. For being a good girl for stealing your wallet, sweet.
Oh, so not only she's taken all of his stuff and she went out and she spent the money. It's like, while I'm out, I'm going to go ahead and stop by a bakery. and spend even more money on stuff that I don't need. And this is why she was sneak eating. That's why she'd take the whole wallet and all the money, because she would run around, have her little bee moments, visit several places, and then after she was satisfied, come home.
Love.
I wonder how I can talk you out of ever making that face again.
I didn't steal his wallet this time. It's my own. But I put his money inside. Hide your wallet.
Actually, yes, I hide it already.
I always find everything.
I hid my wallet.
You got to do better than when you hid the snacks.
One time you came to, like, you know, supposed to be like you want to come to hug me, but you came to steal a chocolate. Sneaky.
Why are you outing me?
How pathetic. She pretended to hug him so she could steal some of his candy. She pretended to hug him so she could steal some of his candy.
No, but actually, you hugged me that time, but you stole it without, you know, like, you thought I didn't see it, but I saw that. Salah needs to lock his wallet to his pants. Yeah, in my pants belt. I caught you in 4K, by the way.
When I was leaving the room, I just grabbed the chocolate bar and ran. I didn't think you saw me. You know, what the hell? Anime sucks. Wow. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. That's crazy. I will definitely go and eat somewhere, anywhere I want now, okay? Wow, anime. Thank you. Thank you for that, because I was going to go eat. So, but now I'll eat anywhere I want, somewhere.
Is that anime? Oh my God. Is that supposed to be him? You know, a lot of us were wondering back in the day, where did all this money come from? And then we later found out he was taking the money from a stolen credit card. Yeah, disgusting. He was stealing money to give it to Chantal. It wasn't even his money. He was taking it from his mother. He got in trouble for it. How awful. You're going to steal money from your own mother to give it to Foodie for snacks. Stealing from your mom, bro. How low can you go? Who? I'm sorry. Who does a workout with shades on? That is the most unhinged shit ever. Who does that? Who works out with shades on? What kind of nonsense is this? I'm going to do a workout and I'm going to put my shades on. Why? Weirdo. Yeah, disgusting. What kind of clown show is this?
Okay, well, supper's on. Anime sucks. No.
Yeah, I turned the car off because yeah, 300. Wow.
Look at all the money he was throwing her. Stolen money. Look at all this money he was throwing her. And him complaining. They forgot my item. Could you ask for a full refund real quick? So there's Anime pretty much saying, yeah, I paid for this meal. So she was doing like the food sponsorships all the way back then. Who's Ron? Life by Ron, aka Sofa King, possibly Rider on the Storm. Yeah, look, he's like, feed her. Look at all the super chats he was throwing her. 100, 150, 65. Oh, he went wild sending her money. People are like freaking out. $300. People, Bay Korean. Anime, what is your job? You are rich. No, he wasn't rich. A lot of people thought he was rich until it was exposed that he was stealing the money to get to Foodie.
Thank you. Well, Salah gave me money to go out before, like I was planning on coming out anyways, but so he's buying me dinner, but and my Fox is supporting the channel. Thank you.
I found a gas station. Wait, let me make sure I have my wallet. No, Salah makes his own money.
No, he doesn't.
He's got a wife to support. Did you steal your hubby's wallet again? I just put his card and some cash in my wallet.
So that was the video. Little wallet thief. Taking people's wallets. The nerve. Let's see, what else do we have here? Anything of interest? Let me see. No. Looking. Y'all give me a minute. Oh. So before Salah, there was another one. There was Meetin. How many of you guys know about Meetin? Because Meetin happened before Salah. You never said what? I didn't say you said anything. I never accused you of anything, Alley Cat. What? You're confusing me. Don't do that. I'm old. Who's heard about Meetin and who doesn't? Or Metin? Some don't know about, is it Meetin or Metin? Yeah. Metin was a month before Salad. He was a Muslim living in Cyprus. Well, y'all are about to find out about him because this was the person that Foodie was wrapped around before Salad came into the picture. So we're going to go over the video courtesy of Hectic Llama. Her talking about him. Yeah, a man from Cyprus.
getting marriage propositions from desperate men who want citizenship. I know. You know, it doesn't help that I'm kind of pretty either. They all ask me to marry them, like instantly. Like, do you want to get married? I love you. Want to get married? And I know it's because they want citizenship. So this is why. Oh, well, I mean, whatever. He's like, I don't usually do long distance relationships, but there's something very sweet about you. He's like, but are you a good housewife?
This was her house. This was the villa. This was Foodie when she was making a lot of money. 20, 30K a month. You could have easily have afforded a maid or two maids to come in and clean all that. That is how she chose to live. That's how the cats lived. If you think the downstairs is bad, you should have seen the upstairs. Living in all that filth. I sound like a cricket. No, that's part of the video. The cricket sounds.
And I was like, I want to know your honest opinion. Do I seem like I would be a good housewife to you? And he's like, well, I don't know. You seem like you could be teachable and you might have, I don't know, maybe some bad habits to change. I don't think I would be a good housewife. It's kind of depressing. I mean, I can't have children, so what's the point of setting all this up?
Well, what was the point of being with Salad? If you wanted to play housewife, you're saying right here, well, I don't want to be a housewife. What's the point? And then you went on to be with Salad for 3 years, talking about being a trad wife.
You know, like, let's just go travel the world together. I think when I get married, I think it's going to happen. I mean, I don't know how I'm going to fend off all of these men.
Oh, jeez.
I mean, really?
How are you going to fend off? Yeah, there's just so many men chasing Foodie. They're all lining up, aren't they?
I don't really have the time and patience either. Like, a guy, if I brought a guy over here, he would need to learn the language. He would need to go to school or find a job, and I would have to be patient with them, and I would have to help them establish their life. No, I don't want to do that. I just want to, like, have sexual relations with them. Maybe, like, help them out a little bit with what I can, but, like, leave that at that, you know? Bye.
The things she just said, what? My brain just exploded. Say that again, please. I just want to make sure I heard what I thought you said.
Like, a guy, if I brought a guy over here, married, I think it's going to happen. I mean, I don't know how I'm going to fend off all of these men. I mean, really? I don't really have the time and patience either. Like, a guy, if I brought a guy over here, he would need to learn the language. He would need to go to school or find a job, and I would have to be patient with them, and I would have to help them establish their life. No.
That's what I thought you said. So you're basically saying that a man from another country, you're acting as if that man won't have any skills or have no education, or they can't possibly know the language. There's a lot of people that live in other countries that are well educated, that have jobs, that have skills, and many people in other countries can speak many different languages. It sounds like you look down on people in other countries and you assume things about them that aren't true without even knowing them. Yeah, you picked up on that too, Locke? Like, she assumes that people in other countries are not smart, not educated, don't have any skills, don't have jobs, they can't possibly be bilingual.
I don't want to do that. I just want to like have sexual relations with them. Maybe like help them out a little bit with what I can, but like leave that at that, you know? Bye.
And why do I have to back up sometimes when Foodie says something? Forgive me. I have tinnitus in both ears. And sometimes it's hard to understand, Chantal. Sometimes I hear something and I'm not quite sure that I heard it. So sometimes I have to hear it a second time. So forgive me for having tinnitus in both ears. But it's just like when she says something, I'm like, I have to stop and go, huh? Am I sure that I heard that right? So I have to hear it a second time to make sure.
Never met, but we're going to. We met because he's supposed to be coming to Canada. I haven't given him a red penny. This guy has a job. He's a really good person. Like, he's not, trust me, he doesn't want to use me. I'm pretty sure this is legit. He sounds very serious. Yes, you can say men from different countries. Of course, they all want to come here. All right. But he's also gotten offers from other countries like Germany, and because of his job, he's finally settled on that. He wants to, I know, but he's probably he watches me, I guess. This guy's never asked me for anything. This guy has been nothing but sweet when he talks to me.
That sounds familiar. And that's the way that scammers come at you. They know better. They know not to ask for things, especially immediately. When they're going for the long con, they won't ask you for money. They won't ask you for anything because they're still in the feeling you out phase. They're talking to you and they're building up the trust and making it seem like they don't want anything out of you except love. So they know better. Don't ask for money. Don't ask for gifts. Don't ask for favors in the beginning and wait for some time to go by, because then you feel that you can trust them. So you think, oh, they're not asking for something immediately. They can't be a scammer. Oh, yes, they can. They're going for the long con. It's a slow process.
Talks to me about like the number one thing he wants to have, like when he comes here, is a dog. Like he's just like so like he's very passionate. Like, I want to drink wine with you, and I want to, he's just so everything I'm looking for. Like he ticks all those boxes. So no, he's not moving with me. It's just, not now. I'm the type of person who will meet someone at the bar and get married that night. I'm that type of person.
Oh, oh boy. So she can go to a bar and want to get married that night. Psycho. Gentlemen, if there are any gentlemen in my audience tonight, you see a woman like this with this attitude, run. Run. We older women do not claim this. Do you understand? She can't sit with us. She's not allowed. We took her card away from her a long time ago. We don't know her. We don't claim this one. You see a woman like this who has this kind of attitude, run as fast as you can. Do not look back. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Just run. Don't even learn her name. Just go.
I just want a trophy husband, basically. And have you seen my fucking thumbnail? Where am I in the world am I going to find someone this hot?
She just said she wants a trophy husband. So you're not looking for your soulmate. You're not looking for Mr. Right. You're looking for Mr. Right Now that you can put on your arm and makes you look good. That's basically his job, to make you look better than what you actually are. I'm an awful person. I'm terrible. I am trash walking. Your job is to deflect from that and make me look a little better so that nobody notices what a piece of trash I am. That's basically what you're here for. You're supposed to stand beside me and deflect away from the fact that I'm just a trashy human being.
And not just hot, but who looks at me and says, I want to drink wine with you and I want to kiss you. No, nobody. So the day that somebody says that to me, I'm committed. So I'm off the market. That's it. He's like,
No, not. Not that, Mrs. Peel. You know, you're probably going to judge me. I used to have an ex-boyfriend that wore that, and I do like the smell of a men's cologne. And I honestly do like that stuff. What? Don't judge me. I was young. He was wearing that. What do you want me to do? Good times. Don't ask what kind of good times. That ain't none of your business. But he still wore that. I actually like the smell of it when it's not too strong. But not the Drakkar Noir. That's just mean. Nothing wrong with the smell of that stuff. Yeah, the Aqua de Glow is actually worse. Or Brute. Brute is Brute. Brute is strong. Really strong. What? Havasu Mom? Listen, I said it's none of y'all's business what I was doing back in the day. Shut up. Shut up. Don't judge me. I had a life too, you know. Be quiet.
look at me. I don't care about this. I care about me and you. I don't care about money. I don't care about just sex. Listen, look at me. Do you want just sex? No, I don't. That's why. I could go to Montreal or I could call up anybody to come over and have sex with me. He swears he doesn't care about money or sex, just sex. He just wants us to build a good future together. We're officially a couple, Jenny. I want to have a couples channel. Like, I want to do a couples channel.
See, that was the goal. I'm not a freak. Shh. Why are you judging me over there? She wanted a couples channel. That was the goal, not just to have a man in her life, but before she even meets this man, before she even confirms that she's got a successful, happy relationship with this guy, she's already planning out his life. She's already locked in, and she's like, whoever this guy is, I'm putting him on YouTube. Has to happen. Not even going to wait to see if the relationship works out and then bring him to the channel. Nope. I'm going to get with you and I'm going to put you on camera with me because you're my trophy. I'm going to show you off. Yeah, she wanted it with Nader, Meetin, and Salah. She wanted the couples channel so bad. And I heard around the way that her inspiration for that was she saw Trisha Paytas with her husband, and she kind of wanted something like that. She desperately wanted something like that. And she wants a puppet. She wants a partner. Thank you, Bent. A partner is not property. Facts. Absolute facts.
I want to have a boyfriend in public and I want to do videos. And I want to look all mushy and I want to do things together. Like, why can't this be a life dream of mine? Why can't this be a life dream? Why can't it happen? I promise you we won't get all religious and weird, okay?
Okay.
And he doesn't even know how much money I make. So,
Yes, he does. I bet he does. I bet he did. Because she's a narc. They love to brag. They love to brag about everything. About who they are, how much money they have, how much money they make. You know she told him. You know she told him about her YouTube channel. And I'm making 20, 30 grand a month. She can't keep that to herself. She never did. She got with Nader and she told Nader that. And she told Salah that. So why wouldn't she tell him? You know, she can't say, hey, I'm a great person. And I do great things. And I give back to the community. And I help out society. Like, she can't throw that on the table because it doesn't exist. What can she offer up a man? Money. She offers the money to get the attention. Money is her love language. Oh, I've got money, therefore you should love me. Yeah, I bet that's the first thing she tells them.
he's honestly, when I say this to you, he's never mentioned money, never mentioned. He's not lewd and gross and talks about like sexy, like stuff like that. Like, he's not, he's very respectful. And I really, this will be interesting. But I feel like there's some things I want to change about myself anyways. Like, I want to be more healthy. I want to be with someone who's accepting me as I am. But
what you just said is kind of an oxymoron. I want to be more healthy, but I want a man who will accept you as you are. But what you are is not healthy. So you want to be healthy, but you want a man to accept you as you are. And what you are is a food addict that can't control yourself around food. So you want to be healthy, but you want that man to be okay with you being an addict and indulging in your addictions. Addiction and health don't go together. No. I've never heard of a healthy addict, especially an extreme addict. There's no such thing. That's a pipe dream, Foodie, that you can live with addiction and be healthy. No, ma'am. No.
also wants to grow with me and become a better person. And we're gonna just do stuff. We're gonna do a lot. I want to have a partner in life. That's what I want.
Oh, so he was he was so in love with her, but he dropped her. He didn't like her behavior on her channel, especially how often she used THC. So there you go. She kind of told on herself when that happened. He doesn't know that I make money, but if he knew about her channel, then he watched her on her channel. So that means she threw that on the table. I've got a YouTube channel. I'm Foodie Beauty. He looked her up, or she gave him the link, and he saw her on camera getting high, and he said, nope, I don't like you getting high. Not down with that life. He made her choose the addiction or me. She could have had him, but she chose the addiction. She wasn't going to give up her addictions. So as much as she says she wants to be loved, she will not give up her addictions for love. She won't make the healthy choice. She chooses the unhealthy shit.
If I like a certain thing about my lifestyle, if I like to smoke, even if it's bad for my health, then I like to do it. I just don't feel like being pressured to change for somebody, you know? And I don't like to have to worry about a man's constant pleasure. If you are hosting somebody who's immigrating to your country, you have to make sure they're always happy. They make themselves happy too, but like that's how I feel. I feel like I'll always have to make them happy because
You hear that, Salah? Pay attention, sir. Pay attention. This is important. She was talking about meats in here, but this could also apply to Salah. Like, oh, if I bring somebody here, then I have to constantly worry about them being happy. So she's basically saying, whatever guy she gets involved with, if they're from another country, she doesn't want to bring them over. She had no intention of bringing that person over because, oh, I got to worry about them and making them happy. She's saying it right now. I don't want to worry about bringing them over and them being a headache to me. I want to be ease. I want to do what I want to do.
and I'm afraid I won't be able to do that. I like to just lay around and like go on my phone all day. You know, sometimes I don't know, I want to live life and do things too, but I want to be prim and proper, you know? Like, no, it's part of who I am. It's my thing, you know? If I'm totally...
So Foodie's attitude is, I don't want to worry about making somebody else happy. I don't want to be concerned with somebody else. I want all the attention and all the time and all the love and all of everything. I don't want to share that. I don't want to be concerned with another person. I don't want that headache. I don't want that hassle, that burden. I just want to be a free spirit. Okay, be a free spirit. Then why get married? Why do this whole marriage thing for 3 years? Why bring somebody into your life that you look at as a burden? I don't want to care about somebody. I want someone to care about me. I can't believe how long I've been watching her. Korean, me and you both. I want back all that space in my head that knows things about Foodie. I just want to, can we do a factory reset? Can I do a reboot and get all that stuff out of there? I know far too much about her. More than what I want to know. I want all that space back, all that time back too. Can I have it back? I really love it back.
I don't care. I would rather just be undateable than have to be fake. I get lonely and bored, and I feel like I'm trying to find someone to replace Nat or something.
You are.
I don't know what the rush is. The only thing a man wants who has never met you and only been talking to you for less than a week is to use you in some way. Well, yeah, and I mean, to some degree, every person immigrating, like, you know...
What'd you say? I'm going to turn that up. She cut herself off before she could complete her thought, but wow, Foodie.
Yeah, and I mean, to some degree, every person immigrating, like, you know...
Wow, bitch. She didn't want to finish her thought. Every person immigrating to some degree, what? What? You're trying to say people that immigrate that automatically they're a scammer and they're a user? Wow, bitch, you really said it. You really fucking said it.
Wants who has never met you and only been talking to you for less than a week is to use you in some way. Well, yeah, and I mean, to some degree, every person immigrating, like, you know, I'm attracted to a friggin' group of men who are very like conservative women. Like they're women to be pretty conservative. And I'm like the opposite of that. So what do
You know, that's one of your big problems. You're attracted to a group of man versus a man, ho. Maybe focus on one man versus a group. Lord have mercy. You're casting a big old fishing net because you're so desperate to catch a fish. Be more selective.
I do? I don't know why he has to hate marijuana. It's fucking weed. Yeah, he kept saying, listen to me. I don't like drugs. I don't like drugs. I don't like drugs. Look, I still do my shit. I still pay my bills. I still earn a living. And I fucking smoke weed, whatever. I don't like being judged or bossed around by a man. I hate bossy men. I hate men who are like, you know, you have to upheave your whole life and do this and that. Like, but they don't have to do anything. It's a very misogynistic way of looking at the world still. And
You know, no. No, no. You know, forget the fact that he is in the Middle East. There are lots of people all over the world that are not comfortable or okay with potentially having a partner that does substances. If you're a person and you say like, look, I'm not into alcohol or I'm not into party favors, and you choose to drink or you choose to do party favors, I don't think we can get along. I'm not comfortable being around all of that. That's not a person being misogynistic. That's just a person saying, I'm not comfortable with the chemicals. I'd rather not be around that. That could be anybody, anywhere in the world saying that. Has nothing to do with a culture or a particular group of people. You don't like the party favors or the way it makes people when they get high.
my opinion. And you know what? Fuck that. Nobody worth anything would be available forever within 72 hours of meeting. Maybe that's what I find appealing about like meeting with men who can be bought or have ulterior motives a little bit. Hear me out. It's because
Oh my God. Wow.
men who can be bought or have a life and do this and that. Like, but they don't have to do anything. It's a very misogynistic way of looking at the world still, in my opinion. And you know what? Fuck that. Nobody worth anything would be available forever within 72 hours of meeting. Maybe that's what I find appealing about like meeting with men who can be bought or have ulterior motives a little bit. Hear me out. It's because you have some level of control that you think you have, but you don't really. You can't control a human being. You cannot continue to pursue Arab men and expect them not to be dominating and demanding. There's got to be one. And then that one will be for me. He was like, right.
She just literally said she's looking for a man that can be bought because she likes that level of control. There it was. It's not that she's looking for Mr. Right. It's not that she wants to be in love. She's looking for a man that can be bought because she wants the control. She likes having the control. And she thinks she can get the control by finding a man that she can buy and she can get control over. Hey, Foodie, slavery has been abolished. It was abolished a long time ago. You can't buy people, bitch. And you can't control people either. I don't know if anybody's told you, but that's the deal. Slavery is not allowed. Maybe you weren't informed of that. But you're trying to make someone into a slave. You might want to cut that out.
Ready to be one shop deal for boyfriend. Like, look, claim me. Let's work on this together. Blah, blah, blah. That sounded good to me. And then it started getting more demanding. Like, okay, well, do this, baby. Private this video. And it's like, I have a certain image. I'm messy. And that's why he was like, you need to stop the drugs. I know I need to stop drugs, but I don't want to, you know? Like, I like being comfortably numb. Totally fit.
And look at her now. She was with Salah for 3 years. She came back to Canada and she's still comfortably numb. She's still choosing addiction over relationships. And she wonders why her relationships don't work. Foodie. You can't expect someone else to be happy with you if you're a full-blown extreme addict, because you're choosing the addiction over everything else. The addiction is your partner. You're not letting go of that partner. It's got a hold of you. It's consuming you. It's telling you what to do. So as long as it's bossing you around and dominating you, how can anybody else be your partner if you're married to that and you won't divorce it?
Big relationship from day 1 to day 2. Day 1 to...
You know what? I like this comment. I like it a lot. Combat. I like it a lot. She wants an enabler who serves her, not a partner. She wants a accomplice, an attractive accomplice, a paid accomplice, an employee. She wants to be the employer and she wants an employee that plays a part on camera. She wants to go to that person and go, okay, I'm writing a part for you. You play the part of the ever-loving partner, of the husband. You are so enthralled with me. You would never look at another woman. You only have eyes for me. And I'll play the part of the loving wife, even though I'm not loving. That's the part I'm creating for you. And you better live up to it or I'm going to punish you by embarrassing you on YouTube. There are punishments for not living up to your part. If you don't do what I say, public humiliation.
Day 2. That is so fucking pathetic.
No, it's not the married man. I've only known this guy for like 2 days. And he wants to fly me out like next week and get married.
And people are like, you're lying. No, I was claimed for that. I was in a relationship. We made it official. We talked about the wine. We talked about the date.
Can I just say, listen, I've been married twice divorced. Never once did I refer to my marriages as being claimed. That's just ew. That's just weird. You say you're in a relationship or you're married, but never has the word claimed come up. She wanted to be claimed. That was so important to her, being claimed. Hey, Lost. Mrs. Peel. And where does this attitude get you? Alone with a box of Stouffer's on your couch. Well, she's going to get stuffed one way or the other. If a box will do it, I guess a box will do it. You know? She wanted to be stuffed. I guess she got stuffed. Who knew that a box of stuffers could do it though?
In everything. This guy thought he would just come in. They all think this. They all think they're going to do this. They're going to change me. He's like, I tell you now, me or drugs. He wanted to control everything. Like, I want to do it with you, but you're not serious with me. I don't know if he wanted me to help him come here right away. He's like, I want to see you like right away. That's why. And that's like a red flag that they don't really give a fuck about you and your life, just what you can do for them. I put my YouTube channel in there at one point just to see what people would do. He's right. I do drugs. I fucking do a lot of marijuana. It's illegal here. It's not taboo here. It's medication for me. I like to do it, and I'm not ready to give it up for somebody I've known for a fucking day.
Well, then I guess you really don't want to be in a relationship, do you? Because if love really mattered to you, if relationships really mattered to you, that'd be the moment that you say to yourself, you know, which do I want more? Do I want the addictions or do I want to be with someone? Because again, you can't have both. And you always chose the wrong one. So do you really want love or don't you? Because it sounds like you really don't. It sounds like you act like it's important to you, but it's really not that important, because if it was, you would have picked it. Yeah, and you know what, Megan? She calls the green medication, but nothing is medication when you start doing it in excess. When you're overindulging, then it's no longer medication. It's not really helping you. Medication is supposed to heal you, but she went way beyond that. She would use to numb herself out.
I eat too much. Oh, well, maybe you eat too little. I get the idea. I want to improve my life. I have to make all these changes, but he can't just come in a day and change my whole life. How am I going to start packing this place? I wish I had a man in my life for stuff like this. Citizenship fees, exactly. So there's a lot of that. Oh my God. Like, I never realized how much like people want this. I guess I did, but it's like really bad. I don't know. He was getting really, like, he was not happy with me, the way I was responding, and I didn't seem serious enough for him.
Before she even says one more word, I just want to point this out. Before all of this, she did a live where she was talking about how she was very aware that there were romance scammers out there. She was aware that they target women like her, women who are older, they want love, they're desperate, they're lonely. She was aware that she was a prime target for the romance scammers. She goes, I know they're out there. I know they're looking for me. I know they want to talk to me. So it's not like she didn't have awareness that she would be targeted. But Chantal is not the victim that people think she is. She's not a victim. She's a predator. Romance scammers are predators, but she's also a predator. So it's like predator meets predator. You know, she's on the hunt and they're on the hunt. So she's hunting and they're hunting too. She may come across as, I'm stupid, I'm overweight, I don't know what I'm doing, I'm dumb, but she's not that dumb. She's dumb, but she's not dumb in other ways, you know? Not when it comes to being sneaky and slimy and conniving and manipulating. She's not stupid that way. She just plays stupid. And that's how she gets in the door. I just have to get into his house. That's how she gets in, painting herself as being overweight and stupid and I don't know anything. It's bullshit.
Because I said I like smoking weed, and because look, for them, traditionally, like in a lot of cultures, I'm like an abomination. Like I'm haram. I am the most haram person you could date. I have to like change myself if I want to be in some kind of relationship with these people. So you know what I say?
What'd you say? Wow. I have to be. I don't like that attitude that she just gave and the way she said it. I have to change myself in order to be in a relationship with these people. Wow, bitch. Can you be any more snotty? Can you be any more uppity when you say that? The nerve. Yeah, these people. And the way she said it, I have to change myself in order to have any relationship with these people. Not this person, not this man, these people.
Fuck that. Give me the D and be on the way. So somebody who's anti-drug should probably not be shacking up with someone who's smoke weed every day, right? He's looking for something specific and I couldn't give it to him, so you didn't have to be rude and block me about it. God, I block you now. Bye.
So that was a video courtesy of Hectic Llama. And I think we'll, Booger, can I help you? Queen Booger is here. Booger, you want to say hi to everybody before we leave? Come here, fatso. Queen Booger's here. And she's by my feet. And she's saying it's time to go to bed. So I think we'll cut it off here and go to bed. I bring the queen to bed. It's to bed. All right, guys. Thank you guys for coming in. And I'm going to take the queen to bed. Cuddle up with her. Yeah, here's the booger break. Look. Stop screen. There's the queen. There she is. So I'm going to leave y'all with a pretty song. I'm taking my queen to bed where she wants to be. So y'all take care. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys on the flip side. Not everybody. Bye-bye.
Do